All right, let's talk about the most overlooked part of the sales process by far. People get this wrong all the time, and you're shooting yourself in the foot. This is the most important part of the sales process. So pay attention, please. Because if you do this right, selling becomes very, very easy. If you do it wrong, it becomes very, very hard. Like the 30 style selling, where you put your foot in the door and you try to pitch them and close them and close them. I think that's dead. I think we don't have to do that. I don't like it. I don't like the model. I think you're much better off qualifying and doing this right, and then you'll see that the hard closing stuff isn't really that necessary. No more running around endless objections, and it's usually because you made a fuck up in this stage. So let's go over it. Salespeople have a shit reputation because we don't listen to prospects. Logically, if someone is speaking to you, they have a need or there is some level of interest. Unless you sort of ambush them on the street, which is fine. Well, it's not fine, don't do that. But like assuming there's some level of interest there, as long as they're speaking to you, there's some level of interest. What is your job is to see if there's a good match, if they're actually a good match for the product, and then qualify them in the sense of what exactly is the issue that you're trying to solve. So you're doing a sort of a diagnosis, like a doctor. And with every question, you get closer to a sale, or you get closer to you saving time because you realize, this person isn't right for the service. The most important thing in selling is that you need to ask. What is their problem? What are their numbers? Why are they talking to you right now? Why did they decide today to get this handled? Why did they say yes to the call? What are they hoping to get out of the call? What is it costing them, this problem? What is hurting their bottom line? Like, why do they want to solve it right now? What have they tried before you? Have they talked to other people that can solve this for them? Have they had previous experiences? Have they given money to anyone before to solve this issue, and has it not gone the way they want it to go? Are they using anyone right now? What is their issue with them? Etc., etc., etc. All of these things are ammunition for your sales gun. And what I see most people do is they rush into battle. Maybe they have 1 or 2 bullets, and that's about it. And then you miss twice, and you're done. You're dead. You're not going to make the sale. What I'd like you to do is load up on information and on ammo, and actually listen to them as well. Because people will tell you exactly what you need to know to sell them. Again, the doctor frame. You go to the doctor. You have a stomach ache. Now, there's no reason for you to withhold information for the doctor, right? Maybe some of it is embarrassing. It's possible. Maybe the doctor wouldn't start out with the embarrassing questions, but he starts out with some easy questions. And then he gets deeper and deeper and deeper into the problem. And as the process goes on, you give more and more and more information, which allows him to get closer and closer and closer to the possible solution. Same thing with you as a salesman. You're an advisor. You're a consultant. That's the frame that you have. People tell things to an advisor and a consultant because that's the way he helps people. If you don't give me any information, it's very hard for me to help you out because I don't know anything about you. This should be the process. So you ask. This is also why in the previous phase, I asked you to write down, like, what are 5 things that you need to know about a prospect to know if would be a good lead. Now, in this case, I want you to go even deeper. Think about, like, what would I need to know to make that sale? Like, if it's, let's say, let's stick with the video editor stuff, right? Why haven't you used TikTok and Instagram for Reels? Or if they do it, like, why hasn't it blown up? Has it blown up? If no, why hasn't it blown up? Like, the 3 biggest competitors, what are their numbers? Why aren't you doing those numbers? What do you think that is? How big of a upside would it be if you had some of those videos blow up to 5 million views, 10 million views, 20 million views? Like, what would that do for you in terms of leads, in terms of you standing out above the crowd, above the competition? Like, how would it elevate your brand? Now, the reason why you do it, like, 1, you are collecting information. 2, you're sort of getting them into the frame of mind, like, oh my God, this could actually happen, right? We could be doing this. So in the upcoming video, you're going to see how to craft a pitch and how to sort of present whatever your product or solution is. This will be massively improved, like your numbers will be massively improved if you actually ask the questions beforehand and you know exactly what you need to pitch to them. You know exactly what you need to show. People will tell you. You just have to ask it. Like, there's in every pitch, you can talk endlessly about stuff, but in every pitch, eventually you have to zoom in on something, and they will tell you what you have to zoom in on if you just ask. So ask questions, and write these questions down beforehand. So what do you actually need to know about them, and what would you like to know about them, and then use that in the call to sort of get to the heart of the matter.